Still hard body, I don't feel nobody. Venom wheels, I'm riding on my friendships. Solid, I get big deposits on my whips, exotic. Revving the engine, well, city dependent. I gotta finish it, I want opinions, she wanted things, yeah. She want a ring or some sort of arrangement, yeah. Something that's dangerous. I wanna change it, I wanna claim it, yeah. I want it painted, yeah. She quick to say no cause she know she a diamond, yeah. She getting quiet, yeah. She on the diet, she want a massage, yeah. Tryna get intimate, yeah. Bank account never diminishing, yeah. Niggas are changing their images, yeah. Niggas act hard but they innocent, yeah. Hop in the tank and move militant, yeah, 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 yeah. Find me somewhere out in London, you know that's the hideaway. I need some head and some more support from you right away. Since I've been making donations to you like United Way. You know I do. Stories you told me about.
Pete, that slob nunchucks is something serious. What do y'all call it? Ladder ball? I didn't know what it was. Y'all talking about ladder ball. You should have just said slob nunchucks. I know what slob nunchucks are.
I don't feel nobody, venom wheels, I'm riding on my friendships. Solid, I get big deposits on my whips, exotic. Trunk on the engine, I'm on a mission. The Bronco 250, I'm out your division. I got him excited. Know it's been a little minute, I left her delighted. Made her love off a chrome, these suckers despite it. The touch is the Midas. She say, fuck me and calm, I just do it like love her, but Nike. Ordered a jet for you and your friends. Show for you running that big body Benz. Got a little bit that came up from nothing. We shopping in London and doing it big. Man, they private, but we out in public. I know we the topic for you and your kids. Ice Monopoly gon' broke, not an option. If they could've stopped it, they would've been dead. They would've been dead. She could be the wig. Don't play with my hands, you test my emotions.
Am I doing a show with Mark? What do you mean, like now? I mean, I've done a bunch of shows with Mark. He's been on this channel a bunch of times. I've been on his a bunch of times. But as far as I know, we don't have anything currently set up.
I just counted to me and all cash and got hit from the feds. Yeah, I just told them if we played, then we stop in the growth for they dreads. I just had to put the pyramid push that I'm never gonna drive them to shed. Build a panoramic goals. We got foes and deuces toast. Son of a big dog on my coast. Micro minutes with the scopes. I ain't telling this bitch my goals. Had a living at the Montreux. I'm a peep but a player, not pole. Yeah, I've been thinking about selling my soul. Take me out the country and drop me in apartments. She wants me cry. I just put macaroni cheese in my pocket and it came with the size. I just put 20 mil inside an extra. I don't give a fuck about your life. You had a buzz, but that shit was too little. I promise you never was high. Yeah. For the first time, it's going down history, baby. New 3-6 Mafia. Featuring A-Ball and MJG. Young Buck. It's a Tennessee thing. We gotta stay. Till I die. I gotta stay. Till I die. I gotta stay. Till I die. I gotta stay. Yeah. Till I die. Hey, call me the juice and you know I'm a stunt. Riding in the car with some bump in the trunk. Tone in my lap and you know it's a bump. Break it down the good green bullet in the blunt. Get up here tight, girl, say I'm the main. Ice on the wrist with the ice in the chain. Ride through the hood, yeah, I'm gripping the grain. And I'm sipping the same while I'm changing the lane. I feel tight cause I'm choking the green. Bitch, you messed up cause I'm drinking the lean. Messing with a D-boy, riding them big toys. Make your man gal wanna get on my team. She gotta give it up when she get in my car. I ain't Denzel, but I know I'm a star. Cause when I'm in the club, I be rocking the bar. In the VIP bar, and be buying the bar. Buying the bar. Paul is a dog, one you do not trust. You leave your green around me, nigga, your green gon' get lit up. You leave your drink around me, believe your drink gon' get drunk up. You leave your girl around me, if she bad, she gonna get stuck. These niggas are spies, we let them lie, keep them lies tied, fine, rhyme what they like. Make a couple of nuns, a couple of dimes, all purple, 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 and swallow it down with the purple, purple, purple. It's going I gotta stay. Till I die. I gotta stay. Till I die. Pump up pants, nigga, roll that blunt. Let's get high, nigga, smoke us one. I'll pull out the fan, them niggas can't stand it, but them hoes gon'
Mafia than my kinfolk. So when I'm in Memphis, Tennessee, I just might not bring my own, cause the niggas they'll let me smoke for free.
What's up, Mary? How you doing? Mary Jane. Since I have met you, girl, on my brain, you stole my heart, right from the start. So I broke you down, look, mama, put you in the dark.
I gotta stay till I die. I gotta stay till I die. Front row full of that dro, lead the club full of rose mo. Yo, girlfriend wanna ride with me in the car with a pimp when she supposed to be. You ain't met no dudes really cold as me. The bag of cushion cost $6.50. Have a nigga who smoke Reggie Miller, coughing and choking constantly. Taste like fruit when you hit it. Gotta have bread to get it. Smoke all night, sleep all day. That's to me the American way. Roll that shit, light that shit, hit that shit, hold that shit, blow that shit out slow, then pass it to me. Roll. MJ finna sprinkle in some of that. Super incredible, have a nigga running back. When a nigga with the good sticky number at. Cut up on a cigarillo like a lumberjack. In the morning, what I need is some breathe again, a whole lot of weed. What I need is somebody to give me what I need. What I want, nothing less than the best of the trees. Dixie ballin', Juicy J, 8 ball and MJG. And young buck, we don't give a fuck. We must represent this Tennessee. We drink a whole lot of Hennessy. Nah, nigga got a little hair on his chest. And we like Bill Clean, girl, take it out your mouth. We'll shoot it right down his dress.
In my clique, we don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. Sweet daddy, you got it. Look at it. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. Let me know. About to pump a nigga. Let's go. Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. Let me know. About to pump a nigga.
If you want some, come get some. Cause where I'm from, we so big on. And everybody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows something about it. And I want answers now. Who, what, where, and why? See, a lot of dudes like to act the fool now. Get on live, but that ain't my style. So who he gon' get and what he gon' do? Run up on me if you want to. Hot damn pressing his homies. He's done up in front of his mama. I'm up the floor with him. And I kick in the door and let the go get him. I got fools that'll go get him. That's for him and Pooh and the dudes that run with him.
If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. Let me know. About to pump a nigga. Let's go. Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. Let me know. About to pump a nigga. Let's go.
Gotta spit it for the murderers and the killers and the thugsters. They be fucking up the ballers and the dealers and the hustlers. Got me coming at you bogus in the VI while they bumpin' Lil Jon. I'm a rusher. It's a psycho nigga twister from Chicago. Rollin' with the Miami nigga that'll crush you. We already be looking for drama. If a nigga try to get into it with us, then we gotta get him. Feeling free from the torture that can never be chewing. I'm finna steal it. I'm telling you, trick, I'm finna steal him. Got me swinging Chrissy and Hennessy bottles in the club. And my thug homies going for the thriller. Don't get it twisted with that overnight celebrity. You better be scared of me in my city. I'm a killer.
If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. Let me know. About to pump a nigga. Let's go. Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. Let me know. About to pump a nigga. Let's go.
I ain't that rapper type of right. And I ain't that actor type of right. This off ain't in my script. I'm a player. You just a square. Once that Hennessy into me, the whole industry is my enemy. And you ain't no kin to me or friend to me, bitch. Don't pretend to be. I'm strictly for the thug. I'm for the street and straight out the hood. My MO is ghetto and I don't even need the gat for you booty cats. I'm straight out the county of dead. Play a fire, nigga, in my head. You ever come south for the border? First one's born, you gon' get slaughtered.
If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. Let me know. About to pump a nigga. Let's go. Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. Let me know. About to pump a nigga. Let's go. Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. Let me know. About to pump a nigga. Let's go. Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. Let me know. About to pump a nigga. Let's go.
The AK go chop, 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 chop. The AK go fuck, 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 fuck. The AK go chop, 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 chop. The AK go fuck, 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 fuck.
Yeah. Give it to me now. Give it to me now. Give it to me now.
I wanna lick you from your head to your toes, and I wanna move from the bed down to the floor, and I wanna you make it so good I don't wanna leave, but I gotta know what's your fantasy.
I wanna lick you from your head to your toes, and I wanna move from the bed down to the floor. When I wanna you make it so good I don't wanna leave, but I gotta know what's your fantasy.
I wanna get you in the Georgia Dome.
on a 50-yard line while the dirty birds kick the tree. And if you like it in the club, we can do it in the DJ booth or in the back of the VIP. Whipped cream with cherries and strawberries on top. Lick it, don't stop. Keep the dough locked, don't knock. While the boat rock, we go bots and robots, so they gotta wait till the show stops. Or how about on the beach with black sand? Lick up your thigh and call me the Pac-Man. Tabletop and just give me the lap dance. The rock to the park, to the point, to the flatland. That man ain't ludicrous. Woo! In the public bathroom or in the back of the classroom. However you want it. Lover gon' tap that ass soon. See, I cast them and I pass them. Get a tight grip and I grasp them. I flash them and I'll last them. And if it ain't good, then I trash them. While you stash them, I let them free and they tell me what's they fantasy. Like up on the roof. Tell your boyfriend not to be mad at me. I wanna lick you from your head to your toes. And I wanna move from the bed down to the floor. And I wanna you make it so good I don't wanna leave, but I gotta know what's your fantasy.
I wanna lick you from your head to your toes. And I wanna move from the bed down to the floor. When I wanna you make it so good I don't wanna leave, but I gotta know what's your fantasy.
I wanna get you in the bathtub with the candles lit. You give it up till they go out. Or we can do it on stage at the Ludacris concert. Cause you know it got sold out. The red carpet dick, it just rolled out. Go ahead and scream, you can't hold out. We can do it in the pouring rain. Running the train when it's hot or when it's cold out. How about up in the library on top of books, but you can't be too loud. You wanna make a brother beg for it, give me TLC, cause you know I'll be too proud. We can do it in the White House. Try to make them turn the lights out. Champagne with my campaign. Let me do the damn thing. What's my name? What's my name? What's my name? The sauna, jacuzzi, in the back row at the movie. You can scratch my back and rule me. You can push me and just pull me. On hay in the middle of the barn. The rose petals on the silk sheet. Eating fresh fruit. Sweep your woman right off of her feet. I wanna lick you from your head to your toes. And I wanna move from the bed down to the floor. And I wanna you make it so good I don't wanna leave, but I gotta know what's your fantasy.
I wanna lick you from your head to your toes. And I wanna move from the bed down to the floor. When I wanna you make it so good I don't wanna leave, but I gotta know what's your fantasy.
I wanna get you in the back seat, windows up. That's the way you like the fuck. Clogged up, fog alert. Rip the pants and rip the shirt. Rough sex, make it hurt. In the garden, all in the dirt. Roller Brown, Georgia Brown. That's the way that I like it. Twerk, legs jerked, overworked. Underpaid, but don't be afraid. In the sun or up in the shade. On the top of my Escalade. Maybe your girl and my friend can trade. Tag team, off the road. On the ocean or in the boat. Factories are on honest boats. What about up in the candy store? That chocolate make it melt. Whips and chains, handcuffs. Smack a little booty up with my belt. Scream help, play my game. Dracula, man, I'll get my fangs. Horseback and I'll get my reins. School teacher, let me get my reins. Lick you from your head to your toes. And I wanna move from the bed down to the floor. And I wanna you make it so good I don't wanna leave, but I gotta know what's your fantasy.
I wanna lick you from your head to your toes. And I wanna move from the bed down to the floor. When I wanna you make it so good I don't wanna leave, but I gotta
come and kick it with a player, nigga ass in the cash, got an incredible flow. Sipping hypnotic in Hennessy, yeah, we call it incredible cause I gotta get that bug when I'm in the club, jack booties to the morning. Think about boning, really rising, realizing that I am zoning. Cause the girls here look so good, somebody need to put them in a magazine. And my homies got it from the front to the back with their straps in their magazines. And baby, show me how you do that roll. Make a jump and tickle cause your boot is swole. Come over here, show me how you pop it and drop it. You know I love the way you work that you get whole. Get it crunk, it's a kicker thing. Baby girl, let me see you fold up your legs like a chicken wing. Figure how you do the chicken things. Legs, and if it's a Chi-Town, Texas, Mississippi thing. Cars, got to do it. Clothes, got to do it. Ice, got to do it. Girl, put your booty and your back into it. Put a David Banner track into it, and I bet your system gon' beat. And this is how the twister spit it to the remix for these freaks.
Lay them girls get down on the floor, on the floor. Lay them girls get down on the floor, on the floor. Lay them girls get down on the floor, on the floor. Lay them girls get down on the floor, on the floor. Lay them girls get down on the floor, on the floor. Lay them girls get down on the floor, on the floor. Lay them girls get down on the floor, on the floor. Lay them girls get down on the floor, on the floor.
All my ladies say, my female pimps the way that you hit the floor and make the six make cash. Bigger better than it, you work that ass out. You know me, Mr. M.I. Cook a letter I, cook a letter I. Up your back, I. All my gang banging, those slangers, throw it up. I said, you can come to the South, talking smack and get so wet. Screaming, where's my girl? Don't worry, buddy, she here with us. Shaking and popping, dropping real slow, but she ain't stopping nothing. Man, she came to get down.
start running around, my nigga. I bust a nigga head instead, filling with lead. You better chill when my gun is around, my nigga. I got a lot of bitches playing with each other in a hotel room while they rolling around, my nigga. Cause every time we get in a place, every nigga know flip mode. Gotta be holding it down, my nigga. With a little dough, with a little dough, with a little flow, make it love it a lot. Quick, cause I gotta do it and I gotta rep for the rich and a little phone niggas stuck in the block. Come on, chicks in the mix, sit in the back seat when I'm on a strip and I roll on a drop. Sip a little bit of yak, dip a little when I whip a Cadillac truck, throw in the Glock, and we gotta put it down and keep it pimpin' till they cannot deny. Just grab your bottles and keep sipping. Throw your hands in the sky. All of my people, keep it going. What's up? You little sucker nigga trying to keep it a secret, but we blowing you up. Better get a better grip if you ain't know that we only messing with the hoes. Better know what's up. Better pour a little yak in my glass when I'm watching my hoes, just like a pimp when I'm holding my cup. Now watch me pour just a little bit of yak out for my homies. Throw it back out with a little shorty, blow her back out like a pimp. Boy,
get down on the floor, on the floor. Lay them girls get down on the floor, on the floor. Lay them girls get down on the floor, on the floor.
My music's so loud, I'm swinging. They hoping that they gon' catch me riding dirty. Tryna 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 catch me riding dirty. They can see me lean. I'm tense, so it ain't easy to be seen. When they see me ride by, they can see the gleam. I shine on the deck in the TV screen. Ride with a new chick, she like cola. Next to the PlayStation controller is a full clip in my. Send a jacker into a coma. Girl, you ain't on crazy like Crazy Bone. Just tryna bone, ain't tryna have no babies. Ride clean as hell, so I pull in ladies. Laws on patrol, and you know they hate me. Music turn all the way up into the maximum. I can speak this, try to jack for some, but we packing something that we have for we have it locked up in the maximum security cell. I'm gripping old. Music loud and I'm tipping slow. Twin steady twisting like hit this dough. Behind and it's in his throat. The windows down, gotta stop pollution. City changed like who is that producing? That's the plan skills when we out and cruising. Got warrants in every city except Houston, but I still ain't losing. They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling and trying to catch me riding dirty. 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 My music's so loud, I'm swinging. They hoping that they gon' catch me riding dirty. Trying to catch me riding dirty. Tryna catch me riding dirty. Tryna catch me riding dirty. Tryna catch me riding dirty.
I've been smoking holy, cause I really can't focus. I gotta get it home with a popo scope. This bigger with a skirt just swerving. All up in the curb and been sipping on the heater, singing the gin again, the sin again. We in the wind, doing the 100 while I puff on the blunt. I roll another one up, we living like we ain't good. I got a blunt up in my right hand. What's in my left, freezing my rolling up the tree, green leaves and all. Coming pretty deep, me and my dog, Joe. Like a nigga the back streets. Wondered about the 6 pounds that I got hit. Block shots to the block, we creak, pop, hook. See me on the low key. With no regard for the law, we dodge them like come on. But I won't get caught up and brought up on charges for none of y'all. Keep a car in a blended spot. Well, if you want, the poppin' dog. Ready or not, we in the air, cause they bone and chameleon.
They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling and trying to catch me riding dirty. 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 My music's so loud, I'm swinging. They hoping that they gon' catch me riding dirty. Trying to 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 catch me riding dirty. Know what you thinking, so I try to let you go. Turn on my blinker light and then I swing it slow. Step for show, they think they know that they catching me with plenty of the drink and draw. So they get behind me, trying to check my tags. Look at my rear view when they smiling, thinking they'll catch me in the wrong and keep trying. Steady denying that it's racial profiling. Houston, Texas, you can check my tags. Pull me over, try to check my slab. Glove compartment, gotta get my cash. Cause the crooked cops try to come up fast. And being the baller that I am, I talk to them, giving a damn about I'm not feeling my attitude. When they realize I ain't even riding dirty, but you'll be leaving with an even madder mood. I'ma laugh at you and then I have to cruise. Jamming number 2 on some more DJ screw. You can't arrest me, plus you can't sue. This is a message to the law, tell them we hate you. We tough, so tell them that they should've known. Tip it down, I'm sitting crooked on my chrome. Booking my phone, finding a chick I wanna bone. Like they couldn't stop me, I'm about to pull up at your home zone.
They see me rolling, how hard we really motherfucker is in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Fuck nigga. Shit man, old punk ass kids on nigga, throw me out the club nigga. That don't mean nothing nigga. I'ma fuck this nigga up my nigga. Shit, let me show this motherfucker how hard this shit really is, yo.
706-786-4481. 706-786-4481. Or you can type. It's up to you.
Little bitch, let it run
so damn mad.
Club ain't he think I'm a pawn. So I go to my loaded tank, now that's off in the trunk. I told that motherfucker, I ain't never skate. 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 I ain't never skate.
I got a hot for fever. Call that bitch Bonita. Knock the apple off any bum with a hollow heat seeker. Red Cross bitch niggas. Fuck the pint. She take blood by the liter. I'll never leave her. My vicious vixen. On liquor, send that ass to God quicker. No matter your religion. You Muslim, Hebrew, or Christian. She indiscriminate with punishment. She send them hissing. My gun's my favorite bitchin'. And she got permanent PMS. So she stay bitchin'.
Club ain't he think I'm a pawn. So I go to my loaded tank.
What's sadder? The fan that's so invested he has a YouTube channel, or the fan that's so invested he watches the guy that's so invested with a YouTube channel?
No ass or take shit. And I'm a grown man, find you somebody to play with. If you don't like me when you see me, better not say shit. I choke your ass out like Drake did that bitch. You better tell these pussies they ain't fucking with no record. I'm a bankhead nigga, I take your cookie. Hey, so don't make it a me or you situation. I have your partner down, I see you visitation. Like, hope for the best, but I don't think
Ryan's more invested in Uncle Lou than Uncle Lou is invested in college football. That I can tell you.
Find out these verses when the only thing blazing. Just when you thought that I was done, I was saving the best for last. Nigga, kiss my ass like Delary. They my focus, best you just let them be. Cause I do the shit pretend, confessions and never see.
So I'm outside of the club and he think I'm a pawn. So I go to my loaded tank, now that's off in the trunk.
All right, good morning. It's Uncle Lou here. Yeah, that's right. It's me, Uncle Lou, live for you on LouTube today. Hey, thanks for watching. Ryan, I really appreciate it. Good people. 706-786-4481 is the number if you want to be on the show today. 706-786-4481. We'll get to the phone lines here in just a second. Do the roll call. Morning announcements. Well, Slob Olympics is coming up. That's an announcement. No doubt about it. A huge announcement, too. And also, March 11th through 13th, less than 2 weeks away, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. A bunch of us going to be there. Somewhere between 25 and 30 people competing. And probably be about that many more people there, too, just hanging out and watching. Looking forward to that. We're going to have a good time. Looking forward to seeing a lot of you there. Slob Olympics. Second annual Slob Olympics. What a great time to be alive. What a great time to be alive. Let's take roll. See who's present and accounted for. I know Ryan's here. He's always here. Big Dog, Auburn fan, Josh Walker, Billy Boy, Tennille, Zach Allen, Jim Collins, Battle Angel, Tiger, Baskins, Zona Tucson, what's up, buddy? Sir UGA, did I say that already? Jonathan Aaron, Mayhem Matthew, K-Dog, what's up, buddy? Jerome Pruitt, Uncle Rico, P Digits, Pigskin Pete. Yes. Pigskin Pete with another Slob Olympics training video today that was out of this world. Played a little bit of it at the start of the show. John Trent, Robbie Westerman, Jarvis S. Nate the Great came on the morning show today. Good to see you, Nate. Hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. I am. Billy Boy, thank you for the super chat. He says, this is not for being back since the Natty. Life is busy. Well, it's good to be busy in the off season, Billy Boy. Makes it go by a lot quicker. Good to see you back in here. Thanks for supporting the show today, sir. I really appreciate that. 706-786-441 is the number if you want to be a part of the show. 706-786-4481. Give me a call. We'll talk some college football. Not a lot of news out there right now. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
What's up, Lou? It's Nate the Great. How you doing, sir?
Nate the Great. How you doing, buddy? I'm doing good.
I'm doing good. Just want to talk some college football with you. Now, what are your thoughts on? I know Nebraska's dead and stuff, but do you like outside international games for college football, or no, not really? Because
no,
Nebraska plays Northwestern. No, they don't. Okay, because they play in Dublin Ireland.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure that's a cool experience for the teams and the kids that get to do it. I'm sure.
Right.
And you know, if we had maybe one a year, I guess I'm okay with that. You know, I like college football games to be played on college campuses.
Yeah. Right.
So I feel the same way about these kickoff classics. I mean, 20 years ago, you had one kickoff classic. It was on Monday night, Labor Day, and that was okay. It felt almost like a bowl game or something in the beginning of the season. But now you got 5, 6, 7, 8 of these things at the beginning of the season played in neutral sites. I don't like that. I don't like games in the middle of the season played in neutral sites.
I get you. But
so if they stick with just a game a year overseas or something to help maybe try to grow the game or expand the fan base or something like that, I'm okay with that. But I don't want to see it turn into a situation like it did with these kickoff classics where you got half a dozen games played over there every year.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be bad. I think it's once every, I don't know how many years, but I think the last time the college football went to Ireland is probably 19 something, 82. I don't know, but I thought it would be a good idea to go overseas. I mean, it could be cool if I went, but it's really expensive. But yeah, I just want to get your thoughts on it. But what? And this is my question for you from Michigan. For this upcoming season, what do you think for Michigan's main trap game? Is it Iowa, or is it?
I haven't even looked at schedules for next year, so I have no idea what the trap game might be. I have no clue. All
right. I'll save it for that talk later. But yeah, thanks for giving me your thoughts on that. What I asked, but yeah, and good luck to your dogs this upcoming season, though. Too.
Thanks. All right, thanks, Nate. Good to hear from you, buddy. And looking forward to seeing you at the Slob Olympics in a week and a half. Enjoy the rest of your week, sir. Thank you for taking time to call in. Yep. Good morning, but you're on with Uncle Lou, though.
Hey, Lou, first-time caller here.
What's up, buddy?
So you were talking about Stetson Bennett a couple of years ago. Sorry, months ago. And you said it kind of helps Georgia a bit. I really don't think it does. You look at the guys behind him. You got Brock Vandegrift, a guy who's a power runner. You got a guy in Carson Beck that can throw the ball. And you got a guy in Gunnar Stockton who will probably be ready in the next year. So I don't like that he came back. I think it's going to hurt Georgia in the long run. He's going to cost Georgia at least 2 games. What do you think about it?
I don't know if he's going to cost Georgia 2 games this year, but I wish he would have rode off into the sunset. But he was the quarterback of the national championship winning team, and you know it's his right to come back if he wants to. I'm not going to say too much bad about it. I would rather see one of the young guys play, but I would have rather saw one of the young guys play last year, and we ended up winning a national title. So, you know, what do I know?
I mean, you got to be honest here.
Where it's hurting Georgia is at the wide receiver position. That's where it's hurting. I don't believe me. It's a modern day mystery to me. I don't understand how we keep getting these QBs. None of them ever play. So I don't understand how we keep signing these elite QBs, but we keep signing them. Where it's hurting us is at wide receiver recruiting. Outside of George Pickens, we haven't signed a legitimate number 1 wide receiver since A.J. Green.
I mean, you got to look at – and then people think we're going to get Arch Manning. We're not going to get Arch Manning. We already have 3 5-stars. Probably 2 of them are going to transfer next year.
Yeah, I'd be surprised. I mean, the Vegas odds have Georgia as the favorite to land Arch Manning. I don't understand that, though. I mean, I hope we get him because that means he's not playing for somebody else, at least for a year. But I wouldn't bet on it.
I got him going Texas. I know they just got a freshman. He's not going to be there very long.
Yeah.
So Nebraska, you said they were the best. Ohio State said they were the best 3-1 team. They did get a pretty good quarterback, though. You got to admit.
Who they
got
get?
Skylar Thompson.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Texas Thompson.
Yeah. No more Adrian Martinez.
So they should be a good. They should be a good team this year.
We'll see. We'll see. Hard to bet on Nebraska after what they've done the last 5 or 6 years. I mean, I don't even remember the last time they made a bowl game.
Well, then you got Michigan, who I think Ohio State should be scared of because of that J.J. McCarthy guy.
Yeah, I think
Future
Michigan will be
Heisman
good
winner
there.
right
I think Ohio State will be. I'll probably pick Ohio State to win the Big Ten. I think they're loaded, but Michigan will be good again too.
You got to look at J.J. McCarthy. There's something there. That's a future Heisman winner, in my opinion.
Well, I don't know about that. He's talented, no doubt. He's talented, no doubt about it. Played a lot last year. We'll see what they do this year.
So he did do pretty well against Georgia for his first game.
What's the other one's name?
Cade McNamara.
Yeah, that's right.
The guy who can't throw 45 yards or something like that. The Jake Fromm of Michigan.
Yeah.
So you said 2017 you would have put Eason over Fromm in the national title game?
I would have put Eason in over Fromm in week 7 when he was healthy.
I disagree with you. He was very inaccurate in almost every game he played in. He didn't show up in the big moments, and that's why Georgia went 7-5. I get it, he was a freshman, but when you're a 5-star, you're supposed to be ready. You know, you're supposed to be like Trevor Lawrence. You're supposed to be like Tua Tagovailoa. I didn't see it from him.
Tua Tagovailoa didn't start a single game his freshman year.
Yes, but you saw when he came in, there was something with that team. We saw Jacob Eason in there.
Nick Saban had balls, is what it was. Nick Saban had balls to bench a quarterback who had taken him to the playoffs to put a better quarterback in. That's what happened. Something Kirby Smart didn't have the balls to do in 2018. So, I hear you.
So 2018, I totally agree with you, but not 2017. I think Fromm worked with the team better. He couldn't throw 45 yards, but he did work with the team a little better than Eason did. Plus, he was recruited by Kirby Smart, so you can't really, say anything or other about it,
Right.
2016, they knew Jacob Eason was going to play over Grayson Lambert. 2017, they knew Jake Fromm was probably going to come in and probably start over Jacob Eason.
Well, who started the first game?
2016, Grayson Lambert.
Yeah.
2017, Jacob Eason.
Yeah.
Well, even with the Stetson Bennett thing, we're acting like this is something that just happened. It's something they've been talking about for months.
Let me ask you this. How many years since Kirby Smart has been at Georgia has he started, in your opinion, the best quarterback on the team in the first game of the season?
1.
What year was that?
Last year.
JT Daniels?
He started JT Daniels.
Yeah. So you think he started the wrong quarterback in 16, the wrong quarterback in 17, the wrong quarterback in 18, the wrong quarterback in 19, the wrong quarterback in 20? I agree with you. I disagree on 2019. We didn't have anybody else to put there in 2019. It had to be Fromm.
Not 16. I give him 16. Grayson Lambert, didn't really see much from him.
I agree with John. I agree with John. 16. I think Eason should have started in 16. I think Eason should have. Eason did start in 17, but he should have been put back in. 18, it should have been Justin Fields. 19, it should have been Fromm. 2020, he started DeJuan Mathis, who was probably the fourth best quarterback on the team.
Well, he was playing at Temple, and he was doing the same exact thing he was doing at Georgia over there.
Yeah, he's not any good. But
I mean,
he's not any good. But after an entire spring practice and off season of Kirby Smart evaluating DeJuan Mathis, Stetson Bennett, who else? Carson Beck. He told us DeJuan Mathis was the best we had. Kirby Smart is quarterback ignorant. I mean, he won a national championship. No coach is perfect. I love Kirby. There's a lot of upside with Kirby, but he's a fucking idiot when it comes to quarterbacks. I mean, there's just really nothing else to say about it. I mean, it's really not even debatable.
So apparently there was a thing with JT Daniels. There was a conspiracy. Apparently his parents called Kirby and bitched him out about, we don't want him to play. He's injured. Don't play him when he's injured. We don't agree with your staff. And that's why everybody believes that Stetson Bennett went in over JT Daniels.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I just think Kirby wanted to start Stetson Bennett, so he started Stetson Bennett.
He looked fine. He didn't really look like he was injured. It was kind of like when Dan Mullen didn't play the freshman quarterback they had.
He played the entire second half against Georgia Tech, so I don't think an injured quarterback.
Did he throw a ball though?
No.
Did he throw a ball though?
No. But what's the least dangerous thing a quarterback can do? Throw a ball. So I don't, if you're injured,
I do understand they want a running quarterback, but if they want a running quarterback, put Vancouver in.
Why didn't we want a running quarterback in 2018? Why now? Now we need a running quarterback so Stetson Bennett can start, but in 2018 we didn't need a running quarterback so that Jake Fromm could start instead of Justin Fields. I mean, this shit makes sense to me.
We had a different offensive coordinator. We had Jim Chaney that year. We had Todd Monken this year.
Right. We've had a lot of different pieces. We've had a lot of different pieces at UGA since 2016. One thing has remained the same, and that's Kirby Smart. So,
yeah. I don't know. Kirby Smart has helped Georgia a lot, though. I remember.
Oh, no doubt. I love Kirby.
I've been a fan since 2013, and you got to look at that. After that 2014 season, Georgia wasn't doing anything. Ever since I don't remember what the quarterback's name was, but the guy who threw them, Aaron Murray. Ever since he left, there was just nothing there. Mark Richt had to go.
Oh, I agree. That's why I had him fired.
Was Kirby Smart the right guy, though? I honestly don't know. The team used to be offensive.
No, I think of course he was the right guy. Look at what Georgia's done since they hired him. I mean, this is the best 5-year period in Georgia history. Look at what Kirby's done in the last 5 years. He's won a Rose Bowl, a Sugar Bowl, a Peach Bowl, an Orange Bowl, 2 playoff games, an SEC title, and a national title. Of course it was the right decision.
I don't know, that Texas game kind of hurt him a little bit, in my opinion. But I'm not saying get rid of Kirby. I am saying I think he is hiring some of the wrong people. If Todd Monken actually believes Stetson Bennett is the best QB here, God help us.
Todd Monken is the reason we have JT Daniels.
JT Daniels would have came anyways, in my opinion, because where else is he going to go? Especially at that time. Clemson doesn't want a quarterback. At the time, Alabama was getting...
There's 130 teams. There's 130 teams. Georgia isn't the only team that would have taken him. I mean, come on.
But you know what JT Daniels is looking for. I don't know why we put Stetson Bennett in. I get Brock Vandagriff is a freshman, but when you look at it, he can do the exact same things that Stetson Bennett can do and better. You know?
What quarterback can you think of in the last 4 or 5 years who was better when he left Georgia than he was when he got there?
I can't
think of one either.
Maybe you could say Justin Fields, but we're going to give that to Ohio State.
Yeah, Easton and Justin Fields had to leave Georgia to become better.
Well, Easton didn't barely play, you know?
Played an entire season. What are you talking about?
He looked better, I'll give him that, but he didn't really look like the quarterback that should start on a national winning team. You know?
If he stayed at Georgia, he wouldn't have been drafted in the second round or whatever it was. That never would have happened. He had to leave to get better. Same with Fields. You saw Fields when we put him in. The guy looked like he'd never seen a football before. He goes to Ohio State and puts up 5,000 yards and 50 touchdowns.
I mean, I really just don't understand why. You got to understand, 5 stars, when they are 5-star quarterbacks, they're meant to start right away. It's not give them a year or two off to.
You keep saying that. You keep saying that. I mean, if you want to start naming 5-star quarterbacks who have started their first game of their college career, it's not going to take you very long. How many can you think of? Off the top of my head, I can't think of. I don't know if I can think of any.
Are we counting red shirts or just freshmen?
No, truth. You said they're ready to. 5 stars mean they're ready to play. Well, who? So who's the list of QBs that was ready to play on day one?
But you got. Let's see. You got Trevor.
Trevor didn't start until week 5.
Oh, you're right. I guess you're right, but. I mean, look at all these red shirts out
Trevor
there.
Trevor Lawrence is the most ready high school quarterback in the history of college football. He went to a team that was loaded at every position, and even he didn't start till week 5. Five star means you're projected to be a first-round NFL draft pick in 3 to 4 years. That's what a 5-star means, not that you're ready to play day one in college.
I don't know. Georgia hasn't really had that with 5 stars, you know, offense or defense. You see a lot of 4 stars up there. You don't see a lot of 5 stars.
Well, very few teams that recruit in the top 5 every single year play a bunch of freshmen.
Yeah,
because they've got juniors that were 5 stars 2 years ago. So, I mean, like Jalen Carter wasn't a starter this year. He's going to be probably the best defensive lineman in the SEC this year. Doesn't mean he wasn't ready to play last year, but there was somebody ahead of him that was better, Jordan Davis. When you got talent stacked up like that, it's hard to break in year one. But hey, thank you for the call. It's good to hear from you. Appreciate you taking the time to call in. Good morning, but you're on with Uncle Lou, though.
Morning, Uncle Lou. How you doing today?
Doing great.
First-time caller, long-time listener.
Yeah, good to hear from you, buddy.
Hey, listen, I do not have a lot of time to talk. I am currently supposed to be working from home. I just wanted to get your opinion on this. What do you think about South Carolina being second in the East next year?
I think it's possible, but unlikely. I mean, I do like the addition of Spencer Rattler. I think still got some work to do defensively. Got to find some other weapons on offense to work with Spencer Rattler. And I think Kentucky and possibly Tennessee could finish ahead of South Carolina in the East. But I think it's possible for South Carolina to finish second.
I do too. I was thinking over the past few years, it seems like quarterback's been our biggest downside. You know, we've had a pretty strong receiving core for quite a while and pretty good running backs too. I think an addition of a good quarterback, a quarterback that's proved he can be good, really help us.
I mean, I think like when the media does their thing in July and they pick the order of the of finish for all these conferences, I have a feeling South Carolina is going to be picked 4th. But that doesn't mean they'll finish 4th. But I think the general consensus right now, I think, is that Georgia is number 1 in the East, and then probably Kentucky and Tennessee And then you got South Carolina and Florida after that, and then Missouri and Vandy battling for last place.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I appreciate it, Uncle Lou. I do got to go now. Though,
Okay, yeah. Thanks
thank
for
you.
calling in, buddy. Good to hear from you. 706-786-4481, 706-786-4481. Or we can just have a short show today. Dean would look good in a Patriots uniform. Did they have a bad year? Somebody has to have a bad year to draft Dean because he's probably going in the top 15. I don't know what the draft order is. Tennessee's going to be dangerous in the East next year. Hendon Ho may actually take down the pesky Dogs. Well, they got to play in Athens. In Tennessee, I think defensively is still a mess. They may be a little better offensively, but that's a tough ask for Tennessee to go into Athens and win that game. Do they get Florida at home this year, though? Now, that could be interesting. I can't remember if they get Tennessee at home. Florida at home. It seems like they do get Florida at home. That would be a more realistic goal, I think, for Tennessee fans. When you look at their three big rivals, Georgia, Alabama, and Florida, the more realistic goal, I think, would be to go 1-2 with a win against Florida instead of losing to all three like they normally do. They should be favored if they get Florida at home. Well, that game is usually what, like week 3 or 4, something like that? So I think if Tennessee, I know Tennessee plays Pitt, I think week 2. If Tennessee has a win over Pitt and they're 3-0 or something when they play Florida, yeah, I think it's very possible Tennessee could be favored in that one. I don't know if he'll be better than Matt Luke. I like Matt Luke. You know how it is. Now that he's gone, all these Georgia fans are saying they didn't like him and he wasn't any good. I liked Matt Luke. I don't think Matt Luke was quite as good as Sam Pittman, but I think he was really good. I don't know a whole lot about this new guy. He's got a ton of talent to work with right now. I'm more interested in his recruiting than I am anything else, especially in the short term, because there's a ton of talent already in the offensive line room at UGA right now. So I'm curious to see how he does recruiting for the future, but I think the offensive line at Georgia will be okay for the next couple of years, at least. Bama hit a home run with the new O-line coach. I don't even know who they got. Pitt going 0-2 to start the year. Oh, they play West Virginia week 1, is that right? And then Tennessee? That's a tough start to the season. That's a tough start to the season there. No doubt about it. And if they play West Virginia first and then Tennessee, yeah, it's going to be hard for them to turn around and beat Tennessee. They do get Tennessee at home because they traveled to Rocky Top last year. He used to coach offensive line at Georgia, had several 1,000-yard rushers, and were top 10 in sacks allowed. Who is it? Bama versus Texas and Austin should be a good one. Yeah, I think most people are going to be picking Bama to win, but it's an interesting game because it's two real big-name teams. Has my opinion on Urban Meyer changed? What do you think? No. Oh, I thought you were talking about the Bama got a new O-line coach. Because you're saying he used to coach offensive line at Georgia. I thought you were talking about the Bama offensive line coach. Yeah, Searles was at Georgia a long time ago. Wasn't he there? Was he there when Todd Gurley was there? Let me look it up. When was he there? Let's see. Well, he was there in 2009, it looks like. Yeah, he was there for 4 years, late 2000s. Early 2010. So he was there before Gurley. He was there. Was he there when Noshawn was there? Yeah, good morning, but you're on with Uncle Ludo.
Yes, the first time I called in, not about kind of football, but your show was very entertaining, and I wanted to introduce myself. I'm Mayhem mother-in-law, and I do apologize for the next. I'm sure you already know this.
You're cutting in and out. I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Yeah, I said I'm Mayhem Matthew's mother-in-law.
Oh.
And I apologize. Yeah, that he is a cloning experiment that went wrong.
Wow. Now, this is great here.
I'm pretty sure y'all know.
Yes. So this is Mayhem Matthew's mother-in-law. Yes, yes. Now, is he clinically insane?
I think so. I'm not sure if it's from being dropped on his head when he was a baby, or like I said, whether he's just a cloning experiment that went terribly wrong.
Yikes.
But
have you seen the video where he's half naked and he's rubbing LED lights on his chest?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm getting ready. That's why I didn't say my name. I don't want anybody to know that I am his mother-in-law.
Right.
That might know who I am.
Yeah. Now,
but he's a good guy.
How do you think he's going to do at the Slob Olympics, though? Like, he thinks he's going to win the Slob Olympics. What's your opinion on that?
I hadn't smoked that much dope in my life that I would think he would win that. I haven't been quite that drunk or that high yet. I mean,
this is the best call we've ever had. This is Matthew Mayhem's mother-in-law calling in to let us know that no, he is not winning the Slob Olympics. This is breaking news here on the Uncle Lou Show. This is amazing. Now your daughter must be a saint.
I really don't know. I'm thinking about getting some counseling for her.
Yeah.
I've tried to talk to her about her questionable taste. There are some things worse than being alone. And being married to Mayhem Matthew might fall into one of them categories right there.
Oh, man, this is great. But, you know, I'm thinking now, like, what if some of my mother-in-laws ever called into a show, some of the things they might say about me? So, I don't know. I might not want to laugh too much here. I might find myself on the wrong end of one of these calls. Yeah, you never know, you know. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, I even asked Matthew, what are you thinking on some of his videos?
Yeah.
And I'm having fun, you know, but, you know, like you say, I get alarmed at some of them.
Yeah. Yeah, they're disturbing a little bit disturbing.
Oh, he made one this morning. Did you see the one he made this morning?
Oh, no. I'll have to
he made it directly at you.
Uh-oh, okay.
He made it directly at you.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. It's quite different, uh-huh.
I'm gonna play it after this call.
I'm coming to Slob Olympics with them because I got to watch this.
Oh,
me and my daughter both are coming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we all three. We got to watch it.
You'll have a great time. There's a lot of people like you that are coming just to kind of see what the hell it is that's going on.
But no, hopefully we can get Matthew to sit down till the drugs wear off anyway.
Yeah, probably a good idea. Well, hey, thank you for taking the time to call in. I look forward to seeing you at the Slob Olympics. And
Yes, sir. I look forward to meeting you. Matthew plays every time you come on. He tries to find it so he can hear it.
yeah.
And we have. I have to admit, I'm not much of into the football thing, but I love listening to you guys. I really do.
We have a good time.
And I'm 100 years old, so if I like it, most everybody would like it.
Okay.
You know, us old people, we don't know nothing. So,
Yeah.
But anyhow, thank you so much for talking to me.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Good to hear from you, and I'll see you in a week and a half. Matthew Mayhem's mother-in-law calling in to set the record straight. I mean, please tell me Pigskin Pete is still in the comments section. Did Pigskin Pete miss that? I hope he didn't miss that. Good morning, you're on with Uncle Lou.
Hey, good morning, Uncle Lou. This is Edward calling. And hey, how you doing on this awesome Tuesday afternoon?
I'm doing amazing, Edward. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, amazing, and fantastic. I would like to ask you, what's your thoughts on NC State's recruiting class, and what do you think of Florida State's recruiting class for this year?
You talking about the classes that they just signed?
Yeah.
I don't know much about NC State's recruiting class off the top of my head. Florida State, I think, still had a pretty good class. I mean, they lost Travis Hunter basically at the last minute, and he was the number one player in the country. That hurt.
Yes.
But I know they still got some good offensive linemen. They still had they still had an okay class, and not nearly as good as what it could have been.
Right.
You know, because you lose a player like that, I mean, that's going to hurt you. But so they had a pretty good class. NC State, I don't know too much about specifically about the recruiting class they just signed. I will say that NC State's getting a lot of hype in the offseason. You know, I don't know if they can win the ACC. I mean, I think they're still probably the fourth or fifth most talented team in the ACC. Now, you can make that up other ways. Experience, veterans at key positions, elite players at key positions, coaching. So I don't know. They were pretty good last year, and a lot of people think they're going to be even better this coming year. So we'll see. But I don't know much particularly about the signing class they just signed.
All right. Well, thank you for having me on your show and answering my questions. And I guess I'll talk to you again the week after the Slob Olympics. Oh, no, the Monday after the Slob Olympics for the Lunch Money Show.
Sounds good, Edward. Thanks for calling in, buddy. It was good to hear from you. This is disappointing. I think Pete. Let me see. What am I doing here? Yeah, this is what I want to do. I want to make a call. I want to call Pete, if at all possible. And I think it is possible. That was amazing to have Mayhem Matthew's mother-in-law call in, and I think Pete missed it. I mean, he's a very busy and important individual. I don't expect him to listen to the show in its entirety necessarily, but yeah, call that.
Yo.
I'm sorry to bother you. Did you miss that? We're on the air, by the way.
No, I just I'm catching up. Did I hear that Matthew Mayhem's mother-in-law called in?
Yes, and she set the record straight.
She said she hasn't smoked enough dope in her entire life to think that he's going to win it.
Yeah, she said he's clinically insane. They don't know what's wrong with him. He was dropped on his head a bunch of times. You got to go back and listen to. I had to call you right as soon as I hung up. The first thing I said, please tell me Pete is still in the comment section and listening to that.
No, I just came back on and I saw people laughing in the comment section, so I scrolled back to see what they were laughing at, and I was just kind of listening to it.
It was great. It was great. You got to go back and listen to it. It was so funny.
Did she say that she was coming?
Yeah, she's coming too. Yeah.
So I guess his wife's coming too then.
Yep. She's because it was his wife's mother that called in and she said, "Yeah, I'm coming to the Slob Olympics and my daughter. We have to see what this is all about." I said, "Well, you're in for quite a treat."
Yeah, Yeah, that's good. The more the merrier. He's bringing his whole family up.
Yeah.
He's bringing a dog too.
That's the best call I think in the history of this show. This man's own mother-in-law called in to set the record straight.
Hey, is she willing to put 50 to beat her son-in-law?
Probably. You know what she said? She said, you know, I told my daughter there are things worse than being single.
Oh, well, he needs to get her on a video.
Yeah, that was great. He made another one this morning. I haven't watched it yet. I'm about to play it now. So I didn't know he had made one. She told me, so I'm gonna play it now. Anyway, I'll let you go. I couldn't stand it when she called in. I was like, I have to let Pete know about this now, immediately.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you later. All right. That was Pigskin Pete. I had to let him know because Mayhem Matthew's been giving him a hard time about the Slob Olympics. Now, what is this he's done put out? Slob Olympics war has started. You want some? Come get some. Let's see. This is the latest video from our buddy Mayhem Matthew, whose mother-in-law just called into the show. Okay. Hold on. What?
Girl, you look good. Want you back that ass up.
Yeah, cut that off. What was going on here? Let me say something real quick about the beginning of this video, though. Okay, listen. Just like every other person that's in the military or ever been in the military, we appreciate your service, okay? But using that as some kind of a crutch to prop yourself up about the Slob Olympics, no, this isn't going to help you in the Slob Olympics. It doesn't have anything to do with the Slob Olympics. Hold on, I want to get another look at those prison sandals he had on. Those are prison shower shoes. Check out these prison shower shoes he's got on. Those are issued from the Federal Department of Corrections. Look at these shower shoes. Mayhem Matthew will be your slobs champ. Mayhem Matthew will be your slobs champ. Mayhem Matthew will be your slobs champ. Mayhem Matthew will be your slobs champ.
Wee woo, wee woo, woo woo woo. How you doing on this nice, beautiful day today? You are in first place, my dude. First place in the odds. And guess what? I'm still gonna beat you. Okay? Look, Pigskin Pete is still my rival. So guess what? Pigskin Pete, don't forget. Do not forget this face right here. Whenever you see me at the Slob Olympics, do not forget this.
I'm surprised one of these people driving down the road didn't stop and throw a quarter at you.
Your new Slob Olympics champion. Yes, I put Pigskin Pete down too because I wanted to start war with the number one best odds, Uncle Lou. Uncle Lou, you have met your match, okay? War is started, okay? Slob Olympics war has started. And it's all coming from me. I'm taking the first shot, okay? I'm taking first shots. I'm shooting the first missile. You cannot compete with me, Uncle Lou, okay? Yes, I know I did not compete last year, but I saw the videos. I saw the videos. I saw what you did, Uncle Lou. And I know I'm gonna be your Slob Olympics champion. Uncle Lou, your days of talking trash is over. Uncle Lou, look at me. Your days are over with talking trash. Okay? I am coming for you and Mr. Pigskin Pete at the Slob Olympics. Okay? You might as well just go ahead and announce me as the champion of your Slob Olympics.
Mayhem Matthew will be your Slob's champ.
I got you right where I want you. First in the odds. I got you right where I want you. Yes, I'm last and you are first. And guess what? To be the man, you gotta beat the man. And Pigskin Pete is not the man. So guess what? Lou, I'm coming after you. And you know, it's gonna look pathetic whenever you're ranked number one in the odds and I'm ranked dead last and I beat you. It's gonna look real pathetic. You're gonna be talked about all year whenever I unleash a can of fanny whipping. I'm coming.
You know, I'd be lying if I said I didn't appreciate the effort you're putting into these videos. Good job. Good job. If you think all these videos that Matthew Mayhem made, if you think they're funny now, imagine how much funnier they're going to be the Monday after Slob Olympics. They're going to be absolutely hilarious. All right, there's nobody on hold, so I'm going to turn the phones off. Checking for weapons upon arrival. He'll be depressed after the Slob Olympics. Something tells me he's used to losing, so I don't think he'll be all that depressed. Yeah, the only person I can think of that cares more about winning the Slob Olympics than Mayhem Matthew is Big Dog Brett. The odds? I think the odds on him are plus 3,000. He's dead last on the odds. Will the Slob Olympics host a complimentary IQ test? We did an IQ test at last year's Slob Olympics. We're not doing it again this year. We changed up some of the events. We're doing Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader trivia contest this year instead of the IQ. We did the IQ test last year. Does Bet Now have a Slob Olympics category? I don't think so. I should play Pete's video again, too. Pete had a good one today, too.
Hey yo, I shatter dreams like Jordan, assault batter your team. Your squadron will be barred from rap like Adam and Eve from the garden. I'm carving my initials on your forehead, so every night before bed you see the BP shut off the board head. Reverse that, I curse at the first whack, nigga with the worst rap, cause he ain't worth jack. Hit him with 1,000 pounds of pressure per slap, make his whole body shirt back. Watch the earth crack, hand him his purse back. I'm the first Latin rapper to baffle your skull. Master the flow, niggas be swearing I'm blacker than cold like Ncaa. I be rapping in tongues packing the ones, magnums, cannons, and Gatling gun. It's Big Pun, the one and only son of Tony Montana. You ain't promised mañana in the rotten Montana. Come on, Bana, we need more rhymes. Feeling marijuana, snake bite, anaconda. A man of honor would wanna try to match my persona. Sometimes ramen, I blow my own mind like Nirvana, comma, and go the whole nine like Madonna. Go try to find another rhymer with my kind of grammar. When you awaken, your manhood to be taken, faking like you Satan. When I'm the rhyming abomination. When you awaken, your manhood to be taken, faking like you Satan. When I'm the rhyming abomination. Adrenaline, uncut, straight to the gut medicine. Raw cure for pain, I coat your brain like polyurethane. Simple and plain, I'll explain it in layman terms. If you came to learn how to make fire, I'ma make it burn. Higher and hotter than lava, the scholar advisor as smart as MacGyver. Could put honor inside the heart of a liar involved in a life of crime. Fuck it, I like to shine, up in the white and lime. Clutch with the pipe design, flushed out. Both pockets about to bust out. If you're not in it for the spinach, get the fuck out. Take a hike, we could even battle to make it right. Your head, lace the mic, you finish, say goodnight. Head to head in the street, I leave you dead in your feet. Saddling beef, I'll even let you rhyme to the Benjamin beat. But it won't matter, your dream's still gon' shatter. It's a long ladder to climb, and mine is on the stacker. So get out of town, before I hit you with the loudest sound you ever heard. Desert bird player, you out of bounds. When you awaken, your manhood to be taken, faking like you Satan. When I'm the rhyming abomination. When you awaken, your manhood to be taken, faking like you Satan. When I'm the rhyming abomination. When you awaken, your manhood to be taken, faking like you Satan. When I'm the rhyming abomination. Run the issue if your whole steeds is unofficial. I'll come and get you and let the desert ease tongue kiss you with one pistol and two clips. I'll make your crew do flips like acrobatics. I'm charismatic, my dad is magic. It makes rappers disappear. Whisper in your ear, crystal clear. Come here, let me kiss your tears. Everything you fear is here. You ain't gotta search further. The first murder's the worst. Now I thirst further for reverse birth. Every verse hurts, every curse word's already more offending than Eddie Murph's worse. I thirst for blood like a vampire. Any man claiming his cam's tighter is a goddamn liar. I set him on fire, retire your chain of thought. Drain a quart of blood out your brain and leave you insane in the dark. The king of New York lays his crown in the boogie down and sprays the town with the Mac hoodie down. I'm no joke. I soak your face with the sweeper, die in disgrace. I face your death through the speaker. When you awaken, your manhood to be taken, faking like you Satan. When I'm the rhyming abomination. When you awaken, your manhood to be taken, faking like you Satan. When I'm the rhyming abomination. When you awaken, your manhood to be taken, faking like you Satan. When I'm the rhyming abomination. When you awaken, your manhood to be taken, faking like you Satan. When I'm the rhyming abomination.
If I can't eat my own cake, then what right do I have to eat anybody else's cake?
K-Dog says he's going to have a video out soon. Looking forward to that. D4, what's up, buddy? Thank you for hitting the super chat. He says, Lou, did you scratch his CD in broad daylight? The Ringer reference. Let's hope that kid doesn't procreate. Big Tails Pete is a fan favorite for winning the Slob Olympics this year. A lot of people with their money on Pigtail Pete this year. Arm wrestle, I'm going to say no on that. How about we meet up and I take you to eat Tommy fries or something? Matthew says, my mother-in-law is beside me. I told her to call. Well, I don't care who told her to call or why she called. I'm just glad she called. That was great. George thinks Mayhem Matthew is going to kick ass. He's really an athlete, George says. You know, I'm not surprised George thinks that. I'm not at all surprised George thinks that, actually. Pete, did you decide on the ACC show for tonight? I don't know if I need to tell people to check that out tonight or not. Even if not, Pete will have a show tomorrow night, call-in show tomorrow night at 10 over on Pigskin Pete's channel. Sometimes he does a show on Tuesday nights, too, an ACC show. But it was up in the air yesterday whether he was going to do it or not. Anyway, subscribe to all these people that were playing their videos on here. So I'm stealing their content, basically. Mayhem Matthew and Pigskin Pete. You guys subscribe to their channels. No show tonight. All right, we'll check Pete out tomorrow night then at 10. Lou, are you athletic? I'm 43 years old. No. I was athletic when I was a kid, not now. The slob lifestyle has caught up with me. Did you do the superlative awards for this season? No, I did not. Is there a Slob Olympics award for being blocked, timed out? No. No, there's not. Yo, what's up, Bonner? Go Dogs, buddy. Go Dogs. All right, everybody, I'm going to get out of here. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Thursday, the call-in show will be back at its normal time, 9 or 10 o'clock. There was no soccer today, so I was able to do it early. But that's not the case on Thursday. So it'll be back to the normal time, Thursday night, 9, 10 o'clock for the call-in show. Is UJ winning the Natty next year? That's hard to repeat. I don't think very many people are going to be picking Georgia to win the national title next year. I think they'll be ranked in the top 3. They could possibly go undefeated in the regular season. They'll be double-digit favorites in every game. You know, get to Atlanta, see what they do against probably Alabama, and then, you know, the playoffs if they make it there. But it's hard to pick a team to go back-to-back. Even if, you know, Alabama, anybody. I mean, as good as Alabama's been the last 15 years, they've only gone back-to-back once. What was it, 11 and 12, I think? So it's hard to do. Anyway, appreciate all of you tuning in today. Great show. Thanks to everybody that took the time to call in. Of course, without the callers, there can be no call-in show. So big shout out to those of you that took the time to call in. Thank you all for participating in the comments section. And Billy Boy, D4, and Mayhem Matthew, thank you for helping us support the show with the super chat. Really appreciate that. And I look forward to talking to you all again real soon. But until then, though, have a good morning.